All right, cool. Cool. So now we here. Let's let some people come on in the room. Come on in the room. All right, so I guess we can crank it up like as people come into the room. Salute to the people that's coming in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all of that good shit. But first and foremost, I want y'all to know that this is Rich Rhetoric. We got a beautiful discussion tonight with some great group of people. You know what I'm saying? These brothers is brothers that I rock with. So these brothers is on the panel. We're gonna have a great discussion. I I guess I'm gonna get right into it, man. Brother Tony, right? So when you hear that, let's just say black people in the UK are having a reparations march, what's the first thing come to your mind, brother?
Man, that's the dumbest thing that you can even think of. Is that black people would even fathom the possibility of us getting reparations, or how would you even appropriate to whom the funds go to? I think the whole argument is dumb.
The whole what reparations argument is dumb.
Yeah, how would you appropriate to whom which the funds should go to? Like, were you doing skin color? You doing geographical location, language? Like, what is the criteria to receive these funds?
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. I hear that. Remember them questions, brother Tony, because I want to revisit those questions. I guess I'll go with you, brother Eugene. When I tell you that the brothers and sisters they get together every year for a reparations march, and this is a picture. If you're looking at the screen, this is some of the footage from that reparations march. What's the first thing you think of, bro?
Well, you know, reparations to me mean more than just, hey, give me a check for what you done. You know, reparations mean you have to repair something. And the situation we got going on, it's going to take a lot of repairing. So it's going to have to be more than just money. But I mean, it ain't like we should just, because, they already gave out reparations in America. Because
But
once they let
not
go of
to
the
us.
slave, huh?
But not to us.
Right. So they feel, I mean, they don't really care about how we feel. Think about how long we've been talking about this.
All right,
But
so
I
let me
mean,
ask you this. Let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna move along to the next brother. But let me ask you this, Eugene. Do you think that they should still continue to march and show solidarity and demand what they feel like is theirs?
I think we should do everything possible to get wherever we need to be. And if that's part of the program and there's people who want to get into it from that angle, I'm not going to tell nobody not to shoot for something that might benefit us in the long run.
Okay, all right, brother Mike, my brother. Right, so you looking at this picture right here, brother, like brother Mike, and I told you these are the our black brothers and sisters, women, children, fathers. They all standing together every year. They come together for a reparations march. What's the first thing you think about when I tell you that they're moving for a reparations march?
Shit, more power to them. Let them do their thing the way they want to
They,
do it. They can't move
yeah,
the way we
they.
move over here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different
What you
tactics
mean
with
by
different
that?
governments.
What you
It's
mean by
like
that? They can't move the way we move over here.
they can't just walk around with guns in their hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't do that, so they got to go out there and they got to protest. You know what I'm saying? And do the civil unrest type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But like Eugene said, man, I can't knock them for what they do, man. Whatever they feel like they got to do to push the movement, man, the struggle, man, I'm with it too. I just
Mm.
I wouldn't do it myself, but I'm not knocking them. That's their thing.
Hold on. What you mean you wouldn't do it yourself? What does that
I
mean?
just believe, what I'm saying, ain't nothing gonna move until it's a fight. I'm just a
Okay.
realist. I see how this, you know, everybody know this, you know, the way the nation was built. They're not gonna let it go and they took it a certain way. Come on, you got to take it from them the way they took it from the other people. So ain't nothing gonna change until it's a fight. It's bloodshed about everything. Either you're gonna sit there and get beat up in the head, like in the civil rights movement and shed blood
Yeah,
that way,
we going that way. You know we going up.
or you gonna get out there and you gonna fight with them, with the police, you know, like some of the BLA did, shed blood, getting killed that way. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, you're gonna have to shed blood. Either you're gonna fight or just sit there passively, but your blood is gonna spill.
That boy sound like John Lewis out here, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, John Lewis, right? Rest in peace to the ancestor, John Lewis. Let me last but not least, my brother, Black Peace Soul. What you think, man, when I tell you the UK brothers are brothers, sisters, and the children that they came out in massive numbers. They took to the streets. They come out every year for their reparations movement, reparations march. Like, what do you say when I tell you that, brother?
Well, really, it's my first time ever hearing about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I really don't concern myself with the UK. So that's my first time actually hearing about it. And I just say, whatever float they boat, because I really don't know nothing about. I don't deal with that. I deal with what's in front of me, and they ain't in front of me. So I really don't got no real big opinion on it. Cause like I said, this is my first time hearing about it. To be
Yeah, and
real with you, I ain't never.
yeah, brother, and I'm gonna tell you because I really I guess I can agree with the struggle. You know what I mean? So when I hear my UK brothers and sisters talk about the struggle, I can agree. You know, if it goes deep, then it's certain things that we may not agree on, but it's a lot of things that we agree on because the struggle is the same. We know that white supremacy is global. Period. That shit there is global. Colonization is global. Like we know that whatever we feeling over here, it may be a little worse in some people's in some people's mind, but it's the same shit going on all across the world.
It's a
But
little different though for us and them though, because like for them, like in the
what is some
UK,
of the
right?
differences?
I'm gonna tell you the difference is like they know exactly where they came from. People here don't. That's the biggest difference, and that's the biggest breakdown too. They know where they came. They can go home. Where's our home? What home do we know to go to? They know where to go. If they can go call grandma that's living in the country
Oh, you breaking up.
right
You
now
breaking up.
that
You breaking up, brother.
they
You
come
breaking
from.
up.
Do we know grandma in that country? Hell no. So that's the biggest difference. Them being connected with their homeland, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I can't argue with that. Let's see who it is. All right, brother Tony. Brother Tony back. All right, cool. I just want to do that. I need to. Eventually, I'm gonna have to take time to share this. But listen, while y'all in here, family, share this. Share this with your family. Hit the like button. Come in, show some love. You know what I mean? Salute to the UK family. Salute, Lady D. I mean, damn, I said Lady D. Lady Spade, 1-1. God of Jacob, man, salute, man. Y'all share the video, like the video. I really appreciate that. I guess now we can get into what I really want to talk about. So, Brother Jarvis, we know that our elder, who's now an ancestor, John Lewis, we know that John Lewis passed away. What's your I guess if you know any kind of breakdown on John Lewis, tell the people just a little bit about what you know about John Lewis.
Well, I speak in general. Generally speaking, I know he was just one of the civil rights cats. He did pop off something here with some other cats in Nashville that led all the way down to Memphis so that part right there is that's what I know about him that I would consider quote unquote good. Uh, so I mean, I don't really know too much besides him being a civil. I mean, I think that's all he ever did. I don't think he did nothing beyond civil rights movement. I don't recall him doing nothing else besides that. So that's all I can really talk about
Yeah, but
referring to him since I don't know him personally. See what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but on the political scale, I
Uh-huh.
disagree with him 100% of the time. So, he's one of them people that I disagree with 100% of the time in politics. So, but other than that, I don't got nothing bad to say about him because the dude dead. So,
Yeah, let me ask you this: what was some of his political stance that you disagree with?
the rainbow shit, the immigrant shit, I can keep going. Just never really just standing up for his constituents. I mean, his district was damn near 100% black, and he didn't really do too much for him. You know, he kind of was just this is a lot of symbolic shit. You know, talking about the '60s and shit. Like this was he's in 2016. You know, doing all this backdoor shit and pushing us to the side. Like he just was doing a lot of weirdo shit, man. As a black politician, because that's what he ran on, right? He ran on representing
Yeah.
black people, but when he got there, he didn't do such. So to me, when it come to politics, he won't work for quarter as a politician.
Yeah, salute. Gotta Jacob, if you got time, bro, jump on, man. I wanna hear what you got to say. Brother Eugene, this elder, he's an ancestor. You know what I mean? What do you know about John Lewis? Is it senator? Did he become a senator? Is it
I'm gonna
Senator
be
John
I'm gonna
Lewis?
be honest with you. I never really heard a lot about him,
Yeah.
other than he marched with King, and he was in the political arena. But far as his story, I don't really know it to really speak on him.
Okay. Okay, Congressman. Yeah, you're right, got it, Jacob. Congressman John Lewis. You know what I mean? Brother Mike, you know anything about John Lewis?
Man, you know, every time I take my kids to the Civil Rights Museum, you see his face. You know, you're in the library downtown, they doing the civil rights, you see his face. This back when he was young. To me, from what I seen out of him, man, he was a real victim of America. He was a real victim. They beat him when he was young, and he lost it mentally. They beat him mentally too because of the abuse. So I'm not mad at John Lewis, man. I know John Lewis is a victim, just like a lot of us are victims. What we got to do is we just got to stop them from victimizing us, bro. That's just
All
it.
right, so he's a victim of what?
Of white supremacy, man.
That's all I wanted to hear, my brother. Right on time. He's a victim of what?
White supremacy.
Like it's that simple. That's for real, and that's our brother. And even though like he's dead, so he's passed away. So I never want to shit on him, but they have to understand that they push him out. He was pushed out in front of everybody to be the docile Negro. Same thing as Dr. King. You have the non-violent and the violent, and I don't know, man. That really brings us, Mike, to the bullshit that Bill Clinton said. Right? We know that America is
Man,
always going to try to
Bill Clinton, man.
yeah. So we know that black people. I mean, we know that America is always going to try to pit two black people against each other. So they did the same thing with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They pit them against each other, and then we're growing up in the age, and our children are growing up in the age where they are pushing Martin Luther King and telling the kids that Malcolm X was violent. MLK was nonviolent. Malcolm X is violent. So do not follow Malcolm. Follow Martin. And I'm looking at John Lewis, and John Lewis is being promoted and pushed to the forefront as that same person. They're pushing him as the nonviolent person who got his ass whooped on the bridge and kept getting his ass whooped and getting locked up. And they're telling you that's your hero. That's your icon. Mike, when he died, they were using titles like civil rights icon. He marched with Martin. He'll tell you for sure, man. I got my said, I spilled blood on that bridge in Selma. He got his ass whooped and took to jail. And that's the dangerous thing. That's the dangerous thing about teaching our kids about John Lewis. And it's no disrespect to John Lewis, but it's like, how long are we going to continue to teach our children, get your ass whooped and never do anything? The guys who fucking boot up and suit up and say, we're not going to get our ass whooped anymore, they suddenly become the bad guys. You feel me? When the people who win the war start to write the history, the revolutionaries get written out of history, period. So I don't know, man. Eugene, you wanna talk to the people?
Yeah, because we let them write our history. We let them give us our heroes. I don't blame them. I blame us. Until we stop that, it's going to continue to exist. The only way for them to stay on top is for us to keep laying down on the bottom.
My guy, Eugene. I love it. I always can expect my brother Eugene to come through with some wise words, man. Let's see. Let me play this video. So this is the video. I hope I got it at the right spot. But this is the video of Bill Clinton at John Lewis's funeral. And I want y'all to listen closely because Bill Clinton goes out of his way to say some bullshit about another black person that a lot of people in the community feel like really made moves and set a standard for the way that our grandmothers and great grandmothers should have been moving. He was trying to set up a code. And Bill Clinton said something slick about this brother. So let's listen to Bill. Let's go.
Okay, it's simple math, baby. I'm sure you would.
No, I didn't have it at the right spot. Of course I did.
Who would you run down on?
Hold on.
Lewis's way of doing when it comes to our great black trash. Who in the
say there were 2 or 3 years there where it must have been painful. I'd really
Let's go.
lost the leader.
Listen to what Bill Clinton had to say about Mr. Carter.
All right, here we go. This is Bill Clinton at John Lewis' funeral, and he speaks about our dear brother Stokely Carmichael. Let's go.
Michael.
Just 3 years later, he lost the leadership of SNCC to Stokely Carmichael because he said, you know, I'd really, I mean, it was a pretty good job for a guy that young and come from Troy, Alabama. It must have been painful to lose, but he showed as a young man, there are some things that you cannot do to hang on to a position, because if you do them, you won't be who you are anymore. And
All right. Yeah. I'm going back, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going back. But you know what I heard him say, Mike? He said something about SNCC. Just real quick, just give the people a quick description of what SNCC is. Brother Mike, if you don't mind. SNCC. Oh, okay. Brother Mike must have.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I just want you to get people a quick what is SNCC, because we know that's an acronym, right? Oh,
SNCC is the student non-violent coordinating committee.
hold on, Mike. You went crazy on me. The audio fucked up. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Now you
Can
got
you hear me, bro?
Yeah, is that you with the background noise? Yeah, is that you with the background? Y'all mute your mics. Everybody got their mics muted?
It might be. Hold up.
Y'all mute your mics. Everybody got their mics muted? Damn, Mike, you're fucking up now. Damn, Mike. Yo, Mike. Yeah, JJ.
I don't know if y'all hear me, but I'm explaining, man. You gotta understand the history of SNCC, bro. How John Lewis, the
What does
cheater,
SNCC stand
for like
for?
3-4
Hold on,
years.
hold on, Mike. What does SNCC stand for though? SNCC. What are those letters and what does it stand for?
SNCC, Students Nonviolence Coordinating Committee. SN.
Damn it, Mike, you breaking up, brother. SN what?
Cause
Mike, your audio fucked up, brother.
John Lewis, the Black Power shit.
Mike, your audio fucked up, brother Mike. You may have to come back in on another device, bro. It sounds crazy, Mike. I want you to get this out, bro, but it sounds crazy. Damn it sounds crazy. Yeah, I want him to break down what SNCC and all of that is. JJ, talk to me, JJ. What's good? Yo, JJ, you gotta say something, brother. I'm gonna have to kick you out, JJ. Speak. JJ, you gotta speak. JJ, you gotta speak or just come back in, bro. I don't know what that is. I gotta move. Gotta get him out of there. All right, so SNCC, man, I really want to get back to SNCC. I'll Google it if Brother Mike, but I really wanted Brother Mike to give you the breakdown. Jacob, are you familiar with SNCC, Stokely Carmichael, and the SNCC movement?
Vaguely, but not enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I get you, but I know you can talk. I know you can speak on the basic premise of where we're going with this, of how they want to promote John Lewis, and then at the same time you got Bill Clinton shitting on Stokely Carmichael. Matter of fact, Jacob, let me play this. Let me play you guys exactly what Bill Clinton said at John Lewis's funeral when he was trying to be divisive when he mentioned Stokely Carmichael. Let's go.
To Carmichael.
Just 3 years later, he lost the leadership of SNCC to Stokely Carmichael because he said, I'd really, it was a pretty good job for a guy that young and come from Troy, Alabama. It must have been painful to lose, but he showed as a young man, there are some things that you cannot do to hang on to a position, because if you do them, you won't be who you are anymore. And
Jacob, you following that?
Yeah.
What is that, Jacob? What is he saying?
What that was a dog whistle to up and coming politicians, i.e., if you want to win in this situation, John Lewis is your example. He was docile. He told the Democratic line. He did what we needed him to do. Go get the black vote, be a symbol, and that was your job. Whereas Carmichael was a radical. He was anti-government. He was, part of a violent movement if you hit me. So he wasn't as docile as Lewis. So he was basically dog whistling. This man lived a great life doing what the hell we told him to do versus Carmichael, who had to hightail it up out of here for trying to be radical. And we don't need that Negro in the house.
Facts. Big facts. That's the uppity Negro. That's the uppity Negro syndrome. You're an uppity Negro. Why you talking like that? You talk too much. And I just think that timing is weird, Jacob. You wait till this brother is dead, and then you get up there and you take the time to shit on another person.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the temperature in America right now is, whether you know it or not, but it's a lot of radical movements popping up. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's not the politics of yesteryear. And he sees John Lewis class of Democratic black politicians slipping away. and he's pretty much, dog whistling. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to, smother a fire that he's not going to be able to stop. But, politics is 24/7 at funerals, at the office, it's everywhere. So he took that opportunity to let us Democrats know, because one, you got an election cycle coming up, and the black vote is not as strong as it used to be, especially for him. Blacks voted him, in. But that black vote is kind of, it's up in the air right now. So he's trying to solidify the base and using, Lewis as the example of what to be like and X, Y, and Z. But politics is 24/7. Okay, where it's at. We here, Rich? Did I lose you, Rich? Mike check.
No, I was on mute.
Cool. Yeah, man. But John Lewis, he wasn't never the example anyway, man. And you know that.
But don't you think it's weird that America is putting him up there as the example? They're calling him an icon. Every news channel, every major news station had his funeral up there. They're putting it online like he had 3 presidents speak at his funeral, so he's important. You know what I mean? Like they're pushing that docile narrative, and we know that. And I like what you said about the votes, because we know these are the Democrats pushing that.
Right. The election cycle is around the corner, brother.
Man, I seen some shit where the Republicans put the wrong picture up.
Yeah, they put the Cummins, Elijah Cummins up there. Yo, that was crazy. But you see that brand of politics is dying off. That total line Negro Democrat is dying off. You had Elijah Cummins, you got him, you got a lot of the old people, but this new group behind them ain't that group, and the Democrats is worried about that.
And I think they should be, because I think that we should keep our votes. If we don't fuck with, we should not continue to vote for the lesser of two evils. I know you agree with that, God.
Absolutely.
I know my brother Black Peace agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. Look, you already know, man. Cause look, man, it ain't no the new group of Democrats. They just as worse too, because them niggas is they fucking us over right now as we speak. All these new elected Democrats, they on that immigration push niggas out to the out the country shit. So I don't fuck with none of them niggas, man. So we need to keep our eye on them at all times, man. They've been playing this game for a long time. So this politics shit, niggas ain't never been nothing but a political football. All tokenism going on. Ain't nothing happening. We ain't got shit. They ain't gonna give shit, and we need to quit playing. At the end of the day, we got a job. Everybody know their job. They should if you're a grown man, and we need to go do that. And it's that on that. All the rest of this shit irrelevant. So we just ain't got time, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Let me get back to a little bit of this video. I really want to get to the part where he speaks about Stokely. Let's go.
Say there were 2 or 3 years there where the movement went a little bit too far towards Stokely, but in the end, John Lewis prevailed.
Mayonnaise is heavy on this one. In fact, this isn't even edible. Okay, there is no sour in this potato.
My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to play that much. But he said the movement was going a little bit too much towards Stokely and not enough towards our democratic rights. You feel me? And for him to say this in 2020, like y'all said, it's dog whistles. He's sending dog whistles. And you know the weird thing about those dog whistles, man. It's like black people were the last ones to catch them.
Yep.
Everybody else can hear dog whistles and follow the dog whistles. Go ahead.
People gotta remember they used to call that man Slick Willie, man. Slick Willie. You think they call him that for something for nothing? They used to call that man that, man. Slick Willie.
Slick Willie.
Who you trust a nigga with a name like that?
Nah, I can't fuck with
Come
Silk.
Hey,
on,
Rich,
man.
he from around your way, ain't he? He from Memphis.
Nah, he from Arkansas.
Oh,
Mark,
that's
no,
around the
he from
corner.
Tennessee. We ain't
He
fucking
from
with him.
Orange Mine.
Nah, nah,
Shit.
nah, nah,
That nigga from Dirt Mound.
nah.
Goddamn.
Yeah. Red, tell him, brother Black Peace be in West Tennessee, in Memphis and all that. He ain't from
Hey,
there.
if y'all don't mind, can I throw out an unpopular opinion?
Let's hear it.
All right, man. This is how I feel. We got all these niggas who's coons and shit or whatever, and they going and doing, they spreading the white agenda. You feel me? And this is the problem. We don't see that the niggas, no matter what, either they Republic or Democrat, they're spreading the same agenda from both sides. They're spreading the white agenda. My thing is that you just root for the black man, and this is why I say that. When you go for the black Republican who's talking the bullshit or whatever that you feel, and the black Democrat that's talking the bullshit, whatever. When you go for them, you just keep going for them. You just keep voting for them. And the thing is that if we keep electing black officials in the office, it gets into a normal state. You feel me? To where people are normalized with voting for the black person. That shit rubs off into white culture and everything because we lead them cultures because
Absolutely.
they follow us. So if we just make it normal for black people to be in them positions, like if Kanye gonna run for president, I'm voting. You feel me? If Ben Carson gonna run for president, I'm voting. The reason because I just need y'all to be normalized with black men being in these powerful positions. So then when we get the person that we like to be in that position, it ain't like, oh, he's trying to corrupt, oh, he's trying to do this. No, he's normalized as being a black person in a powerful position. And that's why I think we go wrong, is because when we see one black person going, if he ain't talking about all the shit we like, we say, hell no, fuck that shit. Hell no, fuck that shit. And that corrupts our whole society into just being like, hate on each other. No, we gotta go for each other, even when we in the wrong, just because when we get our person that we really like to be up there, we don't want him to look abnormal. We want him to be just as civilized to white people as, you know what I'm saying? So we corrupt our people ourselves. We'll get in these black community chats and just tear down a black man. And it's just like, no, we're not looking at the big picture. Fuck the next 4 years. We need to be looking at the next 60 years. You feel me? When our kids are grown and shit. So I think it's a problem when we get in here and just destroy black men. You feel me? However they aspect of life is. Because we all know we grew up with black people. We know we got jerk niggas. We got street niggas. We got, you know what I'm saying? Niggas who play ball. We got all this, y'all. But we have to stick up for one another, period. Through all the bullshit to finally come to a place where, like, think about how Donald Trump got in office. It's just so normal for a white person to be in office, so they'll take anybody. Fuck it. Like, yeah, go ahead. You do your thing. You feel me? So we need to be like, fuck it, nigga. You up there? Fuck it. Do your thing, nigga. If you want to shit on us, shit on us. But we gonna get another nigga in there that's gonna look more normal. You feel me? And it's gonna recycle this process, bro. But if we keep shitting on niggas and making niggas, we are our main culprits and tearing us down, bro. Like, so just period, just fuck with black people. I don't give a fuck how it turn out. Because if we vote for anybody else, it's going to turn out the same way. Who gives a fuck how it turns out right now? We're looking for the future. Our problem is we care about too much about today than the future. You feel me? We need to be worried about putting black people in powerful positions to just look black. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you do. Guess how I know you look? You look like me. You feel me? So if you want to spread your bullshit, and all the bullshit you say, to help the white people, do your thing. But guess what they see? The vision is it's a black man in power. You feel me? The seeing is more important than what you think you know about a motherfucker. So that's all I want to say, y'all. Y'all carry on from there.
Hey, bro. That type of mentality got us Barack Obama, man.
I was just thinking of that.
So was it a bad thought to think for your child, your son, to look at a black president and say, God damn, you know what? I could do that someday. Like before Barack Obama, our black kids never thought they could do that someday. But when they seen a black man and we all like, we got a black, my president is black. When we thought that shit, like our kids felt that shit in some sense of way. Like we worry about ourselves, bro. Of course, nigga, we've been through the bullshit, so we know the bullshit, but our kids are fresh on this shit. So when they see a black man in office, they actually be like, "Oh, that's the job I might can get." Like y'all might think I'm talking like some person, you know, the media talk, but on the real shit, y'all, we have to just root for black people. Period, man. Fuck it. Like we ain't gonna get no better the other way. You telling me Biden, Trump, Kanye? Who the fuck I'm gonna get better from? None of them. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna vote for my mother. Yeah, that was it, child. Damn. Nobody had nothing to say.
Oh no, you was fired.
Hey, if you ain't got no guns, man, look, if you think you gonna get changed by voting, you crazy as hell. You need guns, bro.
But what are we saying? When you saying I need guns, like we just talking. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I just got in this conference call, bro. So the thing that what I was trying to, I heard y'all talking about the elections and all that shit. And my thing is, fuck all that shit. I'ma just get anything when I see these elections and shit. I just feel like I'm gonna go the way that empowers myself. So when I look at Biden, Trump, and Kanye, I'll just be like, shit, goddamn. Kanye make me feel more better. I don't give a fuck what he do. Like, honestly, nigga, put me back in the slavery days. I'd rather be owned by one of them Negro slavers.
All right, Leo.
White people.
So Leo. So you say all of that, bro, but you would go down there and give your vote for that? Why not just say I'm not voting this year instead of doing that?
Because it does nothing. Like one thing does nothing.
Okay, but voting does nothing. We have historical evidence that shows you voting does nothing. When they can tell you, yeah, more people voted for this person and that person, but we're still gonna give it to that person. That means the shit is rigged.
But my thing is that when I do vote for this black man, whether it's 1,632 people voted, guess what? I gave him 1,632 people that people did get some votes though. So you know what I mean? Like whatever to push black forward. It ain't about the perspectives we live in, because y'all, well, for regardless, our rich, famous superstars are Republicans, y'all. It saves them money. If I'm in a fucking millionaire, billionaire position, guess what? Goddamn, Trump said we ain't gotta pay taxes if we billionaires, nigga. And I got all these bills and all these people calling me, asking me for money. Of course, I'm gonna go with what's best for myself, which every motherfucker in this world do, man. We live this life. We live this life of just doing better for yourself. So don't act like I'm in a difference when I say, shit, nigga, vote for what's best for you. Cause nigga, that's what's best for you. I can't be mad that you got rich and now you in a fucking financial situation to where you feel like, goddamn, man, Biden is
voting. All right, so listen. You're saying voting was best for you. How many people you know that really voted for something that was better for them? Leo, like, give me some examples. Give me some tangibles. When you know a person, they go out there and said, you know what, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna vote for this guy because he said this, and this, and then he made that shit happen.
Okay, let me say this.
Yeah, give me some tangibles. Give me something you know in your life or somebody around you.
That's what I'm finna do. It ain't nothing about my life because I'm around broke people. So of course, broke people are always gonna vote Democrat. So let's not even get into that. Let's talk about. I looked at a podcast with T.I. And T.I. is a respected Southern rapper. You feel me? And T.I. said, and he was interviewing Young Jeezy, and he said, man, you know what, bro? He was like, man, honestly, to be honest with you, to help me out, to help my personal gain, I will vote Trump. Trump is the person that's gonna lean on my taxes and make me richer. But I can't be rich and feel good watching all the black people, you know what I'm saying, all the people that where I came from still be down and they don't have no way up. So in my head, when I heard that, I was like, God damn, when you rich, that make you feel like, God damn, I need to vote for the motherfucker who gonna keep me rich, not the motherfucker who gonna bring me down, back down to poverty. And that's what I'm trying to let y'all know is that, nigga, we are black people, and shit, honestly, bro, most of our black people in our society can't even vote, bro, because they felons and they done made the system corrupt to where you can't even vote if you're felons, and they catch us at 18, 17, 19 years old, you feel me, and make us not even eligible to vote. But when them people do get there, when these people do go to college and work hard and shit, and you know what I'm saying, get their money, like they feel like, God damn, I worked this hard and got all this money, and I know I seen people in my life not work hard and not do shit, and they is where they at. But I worked hard, so I deserve my tax breaks.
Leo, let me tell you a secret, Leo. All them people that voted for Trump didn't vote him in because he lost the popular vote. It's who they want in there, Leo. So by him saying him voting for Trump, that shit don't mean nothing. It's who they want in there. That goes what Boopy was saying. The vote don't mean shit.
I mean, I understand what y'all saying, bro. Don't get it twisted. I totally agree. But if we just gonna we gotta be honest with ourselves. We haven't got to our women, our black women, to tell them, man, voting is pointless. You ain't gonna get nowhere. So when they look at us and when we say, man, I ain't voting, they like, oh, you a part of you the bullshit. And all I'm saying is, if I'm gonna encourage anybody to vote, period, I'm just gonna say vote black.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say vote black.
Voting.
Hold on.
We not voting. Man, eventually we're gonna have to say we're not voting.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Give up on.
Okay, let me ask you a question real quick. So you say we don't vote, period, right? Okay, so when we do get a qualified electoral person that we feel like can vote, is that gonna have people like, nigga, I vote don't count anyways, why vote? Like, what do we talk? I don't know. Look, bro, I'm not gonna act like I'm in the system to know that voting work, and I ain't gonna act like I'm in the system to act like voting wrong. But I'm gonna be like, shit, nigga, if you want to take your ass, because y'all do it. I mean, most of us do it. We ain't talking about the people on this panel. We're just talking about black people. If most of our black people are going down there to vote, why not tell them, nigga, vote black, nigga? I don't give a fuck what's going on. Just vote for your people. Like, what's wrong with that?
Go ahead, brother Mike, if you got something.
What's wrong with that is, bro, is that the white
He cut out. I ain't hear him. What'd he say?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't even have an agenda. That's what we in right now. Everything that you saying, bro, is what's true right now. So this is the world you want, bro, that you already living in. You just don't see it.
No, bro, it's already a problem. It's already fucked up, bro. That's my thing. It's like, nigga, it can't get no worse. Like, so, nigga, why not just vote for a black person?
It can get better.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. It's just trying to see them in power, bro. That's all I want to do is show the fuck. Like, for them 8 years that Barack Obama was in office, guess what was happening? It was a black face as power. So people had to, hold on. Let me rock real quick. So it was when you see, like, our vision is very serious in our six senses or five senses or whatever. So when a person, even white people, when they see a black person in office, it corrupts your senses to say, damn, black people can do it. They can get the job done. So that's all I say is, nigga, if you're gonna go down there, I'm not going down there. Nigga, I voted my first and last time voting was for Barack Obama 2008. I haven't been to a voting booth yet since then, and I'm not planning to. But I'm saying, if I got a black girl right here beside me saying, I vote, fuck what you talking about, I vote, guess what I'm gonna be telling her? Well, go vote for the black nigga. Please go vote for the black man so everybody can get a sense of how a black person can be in power. That's all I say, bro. Other than that, y'all right, bro. Y'all are exactly right. I can't disagree with nobody in their perception of how the voting system is and how it's not counting votes and all that bullshit. But if a motherfucker gonna go vote, nigga, go vote black. Guess what I'm not gonna do to that black girl? Don't go vote for Kanye West. Anybody besides that crazy psychopathic motherfucker.
Do you know why we deal with it
Man,
like
that's
that though? But you know why we take those different approaches? The problem with us as a people is we don't even know what civics is about. We don't know what the positions of the people we voting for are, who they are, what they represent, what they control. You ask the, most black people, I don't give a fuck what your pockets are or who you are in life. They still probably don't know what is the mayor responsible for. What is the councilman responsible for? What district do you live in? I mean, when we get to the point where we know what these positions are, what they control, how we can really influence it because we understand what's going on, that's the only time black people will really see the whole reason behind getting involved. We don't want to get involved because we don't understand. Since we don't understand, we say we don't give a fuck. And once we say we don't give a fuck, this is where we get out of it.
Well, just like, we talking about Kwame Ture. And y'all know he was an organizer and all of that to get people to vote for Dr. Martin Luther King and all of that. The man said he never believed that voting was the way to liberation. He said he did that to organize people so he could have all these different contacts in these different states when it was time for revolution. He understood that's why Bill Clinton hated him so much. He understood the only way that this place is going to change is through bloodshed. And he criticized Bill Clinton when Bill Clinton was president. I remember I saw an interview with him talking about Bill Clinton they voted him in. He said they voted for him just so Bush couldn't get in. The same shit that they trying to use today for Trump with Biden. You see what I'm saying? So he was already on it, man. And really, I just listen to people like him, man, that talk about going another way and that we never went that way. So I believe that's the way that's gonna work, bro. The voting ain't worth shit. It's about who can hold power. When they know you got motherfuckers around you that'll do something at the drop of the dime like they'll do, then they gonna negotiate with you, man. It ain't even about no vote. It ain't about nothing like it. It's about power.
Yeah, and that's a fact. That's a fact, Brother Mike, because we know that the Asian community don't vote.
Well, can I ask a question real
But
quick?
they are wiggling and making their way into America, the Caribbean islands, all in Africa. Like, they are moving and grooving, and they're not worried about no fucking vote. We get caught up in a fucking vote.
See, my thing
economics,
is,
man. Economics.
If we put Farrakhan as the goddamn presidential candidate, yeah, of course we know white people is gonna tear him down, but them white people is gonna get so many black people on their TV screens to denounce him. It's just gonna tear the black community down from even voting for somebody who's trying to empower you. You feel me? That's the way of the lands that we live on. Like
so you have to disconnect from that, though, Leo. You have to disconnect from all of that. Disconnect from that system, and then you don't have to worry about them putting us down.
It's funny that it's easier to say because we all know black people. Black people are scary as fuck. Nigga, we're gonna question a black dude walking down our street about where he from and what he claim and what he bang if he wear the wrong colors down our street quicker than we gonna do a white person walking a fucking dog coming down our goddamn street. We ain't worried about, hey, is you the feds? Hey, where you from? Where you the feds? No, we're not doing that shit. And so that's what I'm saying. Is the problem is because we're so quick to attack ourselves because we know that there's no real punishment coming from it. But attacking the real enemy, nigga, we're not doing that. We're running from it. We're scared. So all this shit, like, of course, I'm not talking about these people on this panel, bro, because we all here because we know what's up and we know what's wrong. But when we talk about the real shit, the people we can't reach, the niggas that we see every day and we come around and shit, we know they scared and we know, nigga, he'll shoot a black nigga 20 times quicker than he gonna shoot anybody white. Like, so that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just about putting your people in a position of power to make them same black people scared to kill him. Like, what no black nigga trying to kill Barack Obama? I don't give a fuck what Barack Obama said. Ain't no nigga trying to kill Ben Carson. I don't give a fuck what Ben Carson said. And that's what my thing is, bro. We're not understanding the balance of power in this thing to where sometimes you got to go against your natural instinct just to get a satisfactory in the long run. Like, we too worried about today and not worried about the future,
voting, but listen, voting is not going to help us in the long run, Leo, and it's never helped us. We've been voting. The shit is played out. Eventually, you got to come to a point where that shit is played out. It's played out.
Hold on. Is that an
it's
opinion?
Played out. Like,
hold on. Is that an opinion or a fact? Is that an opinion?
I mean, this is my opinion. This is my opinion.
From your years on this earth. But what I'm trying to let you understand is this earth gonna go on without you, bro. After you die, nigga, it's gonna continue going. Like, we worried about what's gonna happen while we here. We need to be worried about what's gonna happen after we die, bro. Like, we ain't worried about fixing the problem.
It's about planting the seeds. And do you want to plant? But listen, do you want to plant the seeds? All right, bro. If you want to plant the voting seeds, right? If we want to tell our kids to tell their kids to keep voting, just like Big Mama and your mama and my mama taught us how to keep voting Democrat. Why? You don't know. Don't ask questions. Why? Just vote fucking Democrat. Just vote. But it still gets us in the habit and the rhythm of voting.
But did you hear what I just said, though? I said, don't go vote, nigga. Go vote black. Period.
I'm saying don't vote, but I'm saying don't vote.
Powerful positions. I don't care what their narrative is.
Man,
just put black people at the top.
Voted, Tone. We voted black before, man. It didn't get us anywhere.
Talking about before, we talking about the future. I ain't talking about what happened before. I'm talking about our future. I'm talking about what our kids get to see, bro.
Yeah, so
it's not about you, bro. It's about your kids.
Along. You're telling your kids to continue along, right? Continue along with the system. Continue along with the system and just be good. Just vote. When they say, hey, you better vote, you run and vote. Instead of telling the kids, man, listen, if you have to pick between the lesser of two evils, don't pick. That's what I've been preaching. That's all I've been preaching. We've had the last 2 or 3 elections where they're saying don't vote. They're saying we got to vote for the lesser of two evils. And you're saying, let's just go vote. If that guy is black, if that guy's black, vote for him. Even if you have to understand his agenda, his talking points, his campaign slogans.
I understand that his agenda means nothing, bro.
Well,
his agenda means nothing. Nobody agenda. Nobody who's going up there talking on them press conference and them.
So why would you participate, bro? If I told you we're gonna play a basketball game, right? We're playing a basketball game, 36 hours straight. And the champion gets nothing. The champion gets a participation medal. Would you participate in my 36 hours straight basketball tournament?
Okay, let me tell you what you saying. What you saying?
I'm just asking you, bro.
I understand what you're saying.
No, it's no prize at the end.
Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you do go down, if you have the choice in you and you feel like you want to go do it, it ain't about the people who feel your message and say, you know what, I'm just not going to do it. It's about the people who ignoring your message and saying they are going to do it. That's what I'm trying to let you know. Like, you keep on saying, tell them not to vote. But guess what? They saying, fuck that, nigga. You ain't shit. I'm going to go vote. So if I got to talk to those people, I'm going to tell them people, go down there and vote black. Don't vote. When you get to Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and that's the only picks you got, man, skip it if you can. I don't know how that shit work because I ain't been down there. But, nigga, if it's nigga here and all these black people, whatever, just keep voting black. Just keep voting for yourself, nigga, and hope for the best. Like I said, if you ain't got nothing else, it's hope in this world. It's not bro. We don't see shit changing in our near future, bro. I don't care what you say. It ain't shit changing in our near future. But if I got the opportunity, bro, and what? Not I got the opportunity because I don't care about that shit. But if a motherfucker just listening on YouTube is listening, I'm gonna tell that person, go vote for yourself. Go vote for black people. I don't give a fuck which side they on, Democrat or
You would
Republican.
never tell
Just
them.
go vote for your
Yeah,
vote for
but
your black man.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. But you would never tell them to like, nah, you know what? Don't just go give them your vote because it's expected. You would never tell your people like take pride in your vote. Everybody else takes pride in their vote, Leo.
Okay, so
They
what's
take
the plan
pride
B?
in it.
So what's the plan B? So that's
So Kanye,
Hey, bro. You know what, though, bro?
hold on, let brother Mike go.
Leo, you gotta think about this, bro. When you think about Martin Luther King mobilizing the vote and all of that shit, it was for a purpose. He was telling them politicians, "This is what I want on the table, and we're gonna deliver this." That it wasn't never just vote for the Democratic Party and this and that. Black people was voting Republican, then they vote Democrat, then they vote Republican. They're gonna vote whatever the fuck they want to vote. It's about if you're gonna vote, it's about you getting together a group of black people together with a purpose in an agenda and go to the politicians and say, this is what we want with our vote, or we ain't voting, fucking period. But if they can't give us nothing, then what's the fucking point of voting, bro? Ain't no point just because you seeing a symbolic person in the White House. Obama being president, that the shit don't mean nothing to this new generation. They don't care nothing about that shit, man.
You believe that? You believe that it's a hold on. We've been here for 32 years, so you believe that it's a 6-year-old kid who seen Barack Obama in office who was like, God damn, that nigga made it. Nigga, like, this is the same way we look at LeBron James and all these athletes and shit, or rappers and shit. We look at him like, God damn, he made it. He tried to do that shit, and he actually did it. Like, nigga, I'm not finna damp on no 6-year-old dreams to say, if a 6-year-old came to me today, a black little boy said, man, I want to be president, you think I'm gonna say, hey, stop that shit. Fuck that voting shit. Go start the revolution. No, I'm gonna be like, nigga.
Check this out, bro. Listen, bro. What year was Obama put in office? 08. I got a son that was born in 09. He don't give two fucks about that. That's why he don't care. He don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
That's not a good argument, bro. His daddy is a revolutionist. What are you talking about? We're talking about a 6-year-old son who with their mama, who they seen their mama come back every 4 years with that voting stick on her chest. Nigga, he ain't got no goddamn daddy. His dad ain't in his life like that. And he like, man, goddamn, I'm working hard. I'm doing good in school. I'm trying to go to Harvard, whatever, bro. Man, if he trying to do that shit, bro, I'm going to encourage him to do it. I'm not going to be like, nigga, stop voting. That shit ain't for us. No. I'm be like, nigga, try your best to make it change. Nigga, your way of change ain't the best way. It's so many plans, bro. It's a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. Nigga, you gotta try to do everything, bro. If you can be a governor, do that. If you can be a mayor, do that. If you can be a council, do that. Like, everything is important, bro. So all I'm saying is, it's so many of us out here, bro. Of course, the little niggas that we see every day might not do the shit. But it's a little nigga that might creep up on this YouTube video 10 years from now who might need this lesson to say, man, hey, I need to do something for my people, and I feel like I'm in a position to be able to do it. That's all I'm saying.
What have we got in 100 years of voting? What?
Don't say that, because, bro, if you go 100 years before that, we couldn't vote. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, but
like, what I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this is
what we got from voting, though.
This is the perfect narrative. Hold on, this is the perfect narrative. We are worried about what's happened before, y'all. We got to understand America. It's a future. America might change one day. You feel me? Like, we stuck on. No. I know it's laughable. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we're stuck on this narrative that, nigga, this shit is just what it is, and it's gonna be what it is. But, nigga, one day it might. Nigga, we didn't expect, nigga, for Germany, people in all these other countries to be protesting for George Floyd. You feel me? Like, we didn't expect that shit. Can't nobody on this panel say they expected that shit to happen. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. This shit can change. It might not. But let's talk about the little chance that it got of changing, and we got to run with that narrative, bro. We got to try to push that narrative. We just can't, like, That's what I'm saying, man. We just can't
Why
blow
can't
off
we?
everybody.
All
We
right,
can't blow off the people who want to vote.
all right,
If
all right.
they
So
want
let
to
me
vote,
ask you this, Leo. Let me ask you this: why can't we just go against the grain, like just a little bit?
because we can't
Like, why
organize
can't we
enough
Don't
just
people to
go?
don't
do it.
You know what
always
I mean,
though.
bro? Like, what the fuck? It's like you're shitting on everybody who goes against the grain. Like, we're gonna go against the grain, like this voting shit, bro. Come on, Tone. The
I
shit ain't
don't know
working.
about that.
If you keep driving drunk and you keep getting a fucking DUI, it's not working. It's time to readjust. Yes,
Rich.
Barack Obama was the president. Salute to that man for that. But
No, wait
like,
a minute. I like that one you just used.
go
Now,
ahead,
if we
brother.
gonna drive drunk, if we gonna drive drunk and we keep on fucking up, why we gonna keep driving? No, maybe we need to stop drinking, but continue driving.
That's
Just do it
it.
sober. Cause right now we drunk and fucked up. The only reason shit is the way that it is because we either avoid it, stay out of it, don't want to learn it, don't want to understand it. We just want to allow them to do whatever they want to do, and then we complain about it once it's done. The only people I think that should not vote is the people who are talking about sovereignty. If you ain't talking about doing for your own and creating our own spot and being our own people outside of these motherfuckers, if you're gonna stick around, then you might want to start trying to understand what's going on because we can change it. We just don't believe we can.
You said through
Exactly.
voting,
Thank you.
we can change it. I
Absolutely,
believe
yes, I
I
agree.
didn't say through voting. I said
I
through
agree.
understanding. That's a totally different conversation. Voting is just somebody who think that's the only thing it is when it comes to politics. No, that is not even 1% of the 100% that goes into it. There's understanding, like I said earlier, who you're voting for, what they're responsible for, what the hell are they over, where the money come from, where the money go, all of that. Because once you know what's going on around you, you can make a difference.
Mm.
They ain't gonna do nothing but change the rules, man. That's what they do. They gas you up. You understand shit, then they switch it on your ass. They don't speak the same language as us, man. Them people on a whole nother level, man.
Really, and I mean, I feel you, but we taught them that level. And the
yeah, we
thing
do.
is, when we really get into it, man, they
Yeah.
don't want us involved in shit because when we get involved, we take over the shit.
But
That's the
this
thing.
is their shit though, Eugene. This is their shit. Like when they created this shit, you was 3/5 of a human being when they created this shit. So
Right.
what type of
So that's
game?
what we talking
Listen to me,
about.
Eugene.
We talking about the Old Testament. Then
I
they
know,
create a new
Eugene.
one.
Eugene, I promise I'm gonna let you go, bro. Just let me finish this thought. Look, no, I'm dead ass. Listen, they created this game, right? Just like you created your book, The Creator's Work,
I'm probably about
right?
10, 15 minutes.
Right?
I'm on my way down now.
Hold on, mute your mic, Leo. Mute your mic, Leo. You on the phone, bro. You on live. Millions of people watching this. All right, so brother Eugene, you created your book, The Creator's Work, right?
Right.
Yeah. So just imagine if you create that and you create that and you know that you've created that, anyone else who comes in after that, they're not going to be a part of that in reality. They can be a small part of it, but never a big boy part of it. So what I'm saying is when they created this political system and this voting system, we were 3/5 of a human being. Like how much say so did we have in their
Okay.
game? How can we change their game? It's their game. We can play it a little bit, but how far can we really play their game? But go
It's
ahead.
because we chose. Well, we didn't choose then, but now we choose to still stay 3/5 out of the whole scenario because we choose not to get into it and understanding. The only reason they was able to say that is because of our mindset that they created. The difference between us and them is we was able to be born in the information age where information is really floating around freely. And we got the opportunity to really absorb it and do something with it. Back then, they didn't have shit but what they came with, an instinct. it's a totally different ball game.
But see, at the same time, man, we gotta start understanding that, man. Let's talk about like go back to the 1960s. So a motherfucker that was born in the 1960s is 60 right now. You feel me? Well, man, a lot of shit. Like once we get to the point where 2000 is a person that's 60 years old, shit's gonna change a little bit more for our people, bro. So that's what I'm saying about.
In which way? When you say it's gonna change a little bit more for our people, in which way? Positive, negative? Like what type of examples you thinking?
Man, of course I'm gonna speak from a positive standpoint. I ain't finna say they finna put us back into slavery and shit. I'm gonna say, nigga, they're gonna start like a lot more white people gonna have black friends and all that silly ass shit that's going on now. Like you see now that shit. If you even start a group, a black person gonna invite their best friend because they best friend is white. Like the shit is gonna eventually and suddenly, you know what I'm saying, change out. So we gotta understand that these people that we living with, these black women especially, are raising our kids. They have white friends, you feel me? So they don't want to feel like, because they don't get the same racial discrimination as black men get. So we are 10 years behind black women, period. Because the world is accepting them way more than they accepting us. So 10 years from now, they're gonna eventually, gradually become accustomed to black people, bro, and be normalized with black people.
No, Leo. What's going to happen 10 years from now is they're going to join their white supremacist friends like all of them do and step on your kids and your grandkids' neck.
Oh, boy.
Bro, they do scientific studies on how this shit going. It's going to go the opposite of how you feeling, bro, because you really going to come. Like, bro, look, man, I hate to say it. My nigga, I'm racist, nigga. I can't help it. I'm racist towards white people. I can't stand when I see a black motherfucker say a white person they best friend, because I be like, nigga, if this shit came down today, that motherfucker I watch you hang and be like, I couldn't do nothing about it. So fuck all what we saying about today. My thing is the future, and for you to say that you know what's gonna happen in the future is really understanding of now, bro. You're not understanding of how this shit, how to like mathematics, bro. This shit is moving in a certain direction. We just need to control.
Are you talking about 500 years from now? How many years are you talking about in the future? Because Martin Luther King, his dream was about 60 years ago.
Okay, that's 60. Okay. Let's talk about that. 60 years ago, we didn't have the right to drink at a fucking water fountain. So let's talk about 60 years after this. You feel me? Can we do that? 60 years after this, after being able to drink from their water fountains for 60 years, now what we gonna do for the next 60 years? Bro, it's progression, not regress. You feel me?
Hey, man, listen, bro. Listen. That white supremacist cop that was on George Floyd's neck looked like the same white supremacist cops that was beating them women with sticks back in the 60s. I don't see no progress. I don't know what you're talking about.
How old he seem like he is? How old do he look? How old did that cop look?
I don't know. And it's about 50, late 50s.
How do he look? He looked like he was about 60 years old, right?
How old was that nigga that killed Mike Brown? How was that nigga that killed that boy here? He was 26.
And what happened to him?
Not a damn thing.
He free.
He ain't in the penitentiary.
He got justifiable murder. He got a justifiable murder charge.
Who you talking about? Mute up, Mike.
Dude is out, man, on bond, bro. He's out on bail.
So he haven't been charged yet.
Who you talking about? Darren Wilson?
Darren Wilson is the.
You gotta mute Mike.
He talking about, he trying to say because that cop was old. I'm just giving him example of young cops killing young black men.
Bro, that's gonna happen. It's gonna keep happening for the next 10 years, bro. It's gonna happen. just because they still have the power to put they own in the positions. It's gonna happen.
So what's gonna stop it? Some kumbaya shit or a nigga fighting back? What you think the logic is? A bullet punch me in my mouth, I sit my ass down. He gonna punch me in my mouth every time he see me.
Okay, let's talk about it then, Mike. So, let's go back way to Trayvon Martin or whatever. Of course, people weren't getting persecuted in them days. They didn't have badge, cameras on the officers. So in the time we living in now it's becoming more and more mandatory for officers to have their cameras. Okay, so let's take it 60 years from now when the cameras probably ain't gonna be on their chest where they can cover them up and they knock off so easy, where it's gonna be on their heads or their helmets. Like, it's just gonna progress, bro. We're not gonna keep on letting you show us this false narrative of you covering the body camera and knocking. Like, every time a situation happens right now with these body cameras, the cop accidentally, quote unquote, knocks it off. Like, it falls on the ground to where we don't see what happens after that. So it's gonna become a time, let's say 5 years from now, where they're gonna be like, hey, these goddamn chest cameras is knocking off too easily. You got to put them somewhere else. So it's a gradual effect, bro. Shit is gonna continue to happen, bro. We got to understand that niggas is gonna get.
Hey, bro, that's why shit like this happen, because you don't you want to vote black, but you don't put no pressure on the people that you voting for. You give your vote away for free. They're not even changing the police training. They're trained to kill. That's what they do in their training. That's why they getting away with all these murders, because they're trained to do that. They're not even changing the procedures, man. So I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm lost with your logic, bro.
You think black people is together in any sense to have any kind of pressure on anybody right now, bro? Like, for real.
Not right now, but we
can't get along.
We working.
Can't get along, bro. We can't get along. I hope y'all understand this shit and see this shit. Because
that's what you see. No, that's what you see, though. Leo, we can't go by what we see. We see black people not getting along, but black people are getting along.
If we was getting along, Black Lives Matter wouldn't be the leading candidates for all the hold on. Let me rock real quick. All the payout. Every time somebody want to donate. Guess what they say? Donate to Black Lives Matter. And Black Lives Matter don't mean shit for the black man, honestly, y'all. Come on, what are we talking about? That's what I'm saying, bro. Even when we do, quote unquote, get together, nigga, these are some lesbians, some goddamn well trying to make sure gay rights are followed. Nigga, it ain't Black Lives Matter.
Leo,
that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. We're not getting along. Black men don't get along, bro.
Leo, that's political. We have to separate ourselves from the political. That's what I think in my mind. You have to separate yourself. Black Lives Matter is political. It's mostly
mainstream. We got to separate ourselves from the mainstream.
That's it, man.
The only reason people talk about Black Lives Matter is because they promote it. They are not going to promote anything in your face that's actually going to benefit you and give you real, true power. They're not going to do it. Why the fuck would you expect anything come on that TV? I don't give a fuck what it is. There's going to be a benefit for us. You can't name one thing you ever seen come off of that thing or on that radio that wasn't independent, where people spoke their mind about the truth, opposed to this limitation where you can't talk about any and everything in life when you under the mainstream umbrella. It's just the main thing that's in your face. But that will never give us what the fuck we need. Never. From nothing. Yeah. It's not going to happen, bro.
And that's the thing we're going to have to back up out of. We're going to have to disassociate ourselves with all of that shit, man. The propaganda, the mainstream news, the electoral system. We gotta back up out of all that shit. We're gonna have to detach. It's just it. We gotta do our own thing. The shit ain't working. It ain't. It's not working.
Okay.
You can vote black, you can vote white, you can vote for the lesser of two evils, you can vote for this. And this is another thing. We're just voting. We're not even putting money behind it. See, we're playing a game we don't even know how to fucking play.
And I hate to go into a person that's in popularity and
But can we go to that though, Leo? Can admit that though? We're playing a game that we don't even know how to play. You're saying just go vote for the black guy because he's black, but do you put the paper behind them for him to really have some inspiration to get up and go?
No, this is where I gotta go to somebody that I know I didn't like what he said, but when I keep on when I keep thinking about it, you gotta eat it. You feel me? So, when Nick Cannon made his statements or whatever, and it went on to mainstream media news. Stephen A. Smith said, "Hey man, like I see what you were saying, but you gotta understand that we can't make two enemies on the way to defeat one. We if we're trying to defeat the white supremacy, like of course we all we all know that the Jews been fucking us over. Of course we know that, but you can't go fight the Jews and white supremacy because that's two different coalitions. Powerful coalition.
Bro, the Jews are white supremacy. They all the same. They're white people, bro. They are the same.
You think I don't know that, bro? You think I don't know that? I'm just trying to.
So I don't understand how Stephen A. can have an analysis talking about two separate enemies, and that's one enemy is the same. They are all the same. They're one. We have no friends.
It is, but you can strategically go at one, then the other. You feel me? You gotta conquer one enemy and then the other. You conquer these white, the white people, the nationalists or the Confederate, whatever. They on their back. They were backpedaling. But once we went towards the Jews took the Confederate side again and started attacking us again. Like it's a way, we have to conquer one, then the other, not try to conquer both at the same time.
Hey, bro, go back and read Dr. John Henry Clark's The African Holocaust. He's going to explain to you in that book why they're the same enemy.
I know they're the same enemy. You're not trying to understand my context of this conversation.
It's only one enemy we need to defeat, though.
It's not.
We only got one enemy that we need to defeat.
Hold on. Let me tell you why it's not just one enemy. Because you have you have poor ass Confederates, right? Poor ass Confederates.
What about them? Who gives a fuck about them?
But we talking about you have the government, right? Okay.
Who gives a fuck about them?
Okay, but then you have the fucking the Weinsteins and all them
enemy, bro.
The rich people. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. It's like but you keep but it's levels, nigga. You gotta knock down one level at a time. You can't conquer them all at one time.
We can conquer all our enemies by defeating one. You know who that enemy is? Us. We are our worst enemy. When we conquer us, then we win. It's just like you can't help nobody until you can help yourself. Same thing. We are our only fucking enemy. We work against our best interests. It's nobody else doing it to us. We do it on our own. We ignore everything, which like it is, ignorance. If we conquer us, get ourselves together, everything else gonna fall in place.
But you're looking at us as one. And then you need to even go into that picture and say, nigga, it's 5 of us. It's not one of us. We're not all one. We are divided on so many levels. We are going to distinguish ourselves from mixed children.
Ain't that part? If that's part of the problem, then ain't that what we're supposed to fix?
But it's a lot of you saying like we need to conquer ourselves when people don't even realize who their selves is. So you can't
okay. So if you find out, then you're gonna do something different, right? So that might be step number 1 to it. Every match got steps to it. You learn combos. You don't learn just the jab. You might hit them with the jab, but something got to come after that. But it's part of the arsenal.
But do you start with the jab, right? You start by perfecting the jab. Then
we ain't never gave ourselves a good fight, so I don't really know what swing worked best when it comes to us. Because First
I
of
know,
all,
but
when it
hold on.
happened to
But
us, we was
you
knocked the
took it
fuck
to
out.
boxing. You took it to boxing though. So if I've never boxed before, but I would hope somebody would work on a person's jab before they start working on combos. You feel me? I will
You
I
might
will
work
hope.
on defense first. You might not even learn how to punch
And that's
first.
how I'm finna go. I'm finna go to counters. I'm finna go to counter. You got to be able to block punch. Like you got to work on the small steps before you can work on the big steps.
Or it
And
could be an
that's all in
endurance.
what I'm saying, bro. That's all in what I'm saying.
It could be a lot of scenarios. But you know, we ain't never took the time out to actually really deal with the real enemy. And that's us. And the way that we fucking think.
And that's what my point was is nigga, just root for yourself. Like just root for black people. It ain't even about what they want or what their agenda is. Nigga, just hope that person wins. You just gotta root for yourself. You gotta root for nigga, I hope you win. Nigga, that's what we do in boxing. If we look at a black fighter and a white fighter, you can tell me that the white fighter is 60-0. But if that black fighter 1-5, I'm be like, nigga, I hope that black fighter will kick his ass. You feel me? It's just I'm rooting for myself. I don't care what the disadvantage is, what the psychological mindset of him is. I just hope he get there. I hope he win. I just want my people to win. Period. And that's all I'm trying to say in this whole conversation. I just want my people to win. Don't care how it comes.
Hey,
How they feel.
I differ from Brother Eugene because some of the stuff that he was saying was true, but it ain't the whole story. You know, we're not our only enemy. We have an enemy that put us in this condition for Brother Eugene to think that we're our worst enemy. So we got to get past that first in order to see what the real issue is. And now a lot of us, we got a lot of different beliefs. And I understand what Brother Eugene is saying when we say we're our worst enemy because we don't want to come together and we don't want to get we don't want to get with this black nationalist movement, man. If we get with this black nationalist movement, man, you could be Hebrew, Israelite, you could be Muslim, you could be Christian, you can be a voter. Only thing that ties us together is our black skin, man. So when we get on a level like that and start thinking like that on the same accord, then we'll be cool. That's a part of that's killing us, but I don't think we're our own worst enemy.
So if a black person make it as president or whatever, and then the statistics come back, even if he Republican or whatever, if the statistics for him come back saying, damn, he got 100% of black votes, how you think that's gonna change his mindset to be like, yeah, damn, they fucked with me, they was, you know what I'm saying, they was rooting for me, like, man, let me work for them. Like
Obama got 98%.
But we talking about we honestly,
Hey,
you can't throw him out there because he was the first. You feel me? And it's kind of putting him
yeah,
in a
but it's not gonna
Man,
change.
get the fuck out of here, man.
It's not gonna change. Leo,
I don't
why
know,
you
man.
doing that? Leo, no, Leo, let's go to a
He want
fucking
to fuck it
pattern.
up to everybody else. You think he honestly like, man, let me get up here in this power position
Oh my
and
God,
all nigga
Leo,
and
let's
fuck it
go.
up for
Leo,
anybody else to get here.
can we run through? Let's just run through American history just a little bit, bro. It's just like, listen, from the outset of the police in America, they've been killing black people. They would at first the fucking slave catchers, right? And then we know when black people start coming back from wars in America and taking jobs, then they gave the fucking Irish and the Italians they made them the head of the police departments. So then you have more police departments and more white people just continue to oppress you, continue to keep their foot on your neck. And then we still seeing 2012, 2016, 2020, police are still lynching black people on camera. Come on, bro. Like if we know that system of policing has never changed, then we gotta know that the system of politics and electoral shit, we gotta know that ain't gonna change. That shit ain't changing. Shit ain't gonna change, man. Period. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what, fam? I'm gonna wrap it.
Somebody y'all having a uh, a vote or die campaign rally on here tonight, man.
Vote or die.
Y'all over
Yeah,
y'all,
yeah. That's
y'all over
Leo.
on there. Y'all over
Yeah,
on the vote
Leo
or
want to
die,
vote.
man.
Yeah.
I say, hey, that's what he like. Let him. Hey, go ahead. I ain't doing it. But yeah, whatever
Yeah.
float people vote, man. I ain't fucking around. I ain't gonna even let them. I wouldn't dignify them with my name on their list, man. I wouldn't even do it, man. I ain't putting my name on that
Man, you
shit,
see
man.
how quick black people will go against each other? Come on, y'all. Y'all just went into I said vote or die. Really, y'all. Like all the shit I just said, y'all went into, man, dad, he said, man, you better go out there and vote. Really? I ain't say shit like that. But for y'all to say that, let us know what's wrong with black people. Because if y'all was listening to what I said, y'all would know I never said no shit like that. But I'm going to let y'all rock just because this is what we do to each other. We try, we PC, every little piece try to figure it down.
Go ahead, Mike.
You did say that, bro. You said black people just need to vote for black. Just vote black. That's what you said.
That's dedicated to voting, whether you tell them not to vote or not. If it's a black people that, especially our women, because that's who I hear a lot, say, I'm voting, then you should tell them if they're voting. Don't tell if they know they voting and they like fuck you, you ain't voting, you ain't shit, you voting for Trump. Tell them, man, well shit, go vote for Kanye West, go vote for your own people. That's all I said. And if you can't vote, I would never tell nobody in this fucking world to vote for Biden or Trump. They ain't shit. But any other candidate that's black on them lists of council and governors and all that shit, if you got a chance, vote black. That's all I said. Y'all niggas gonna take my words and twist them into some other shit. That's a problem with the black community. Because I never said none of that shit y'all talking about. Like, go vote.
So what if that Sheriff Clark was on the ballot? You're telling them to vote for him?
Goddamn right, any goddamn ballot.
Nah,
Fuck,
you
nigga.
can't do that. That's
I don't
dangerous.
care, bruh. It's black people. I'm rooting for my own.
Nah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's
Don't care,
dangerous.
bro. I know you would say it's dangerous, but it's dangerous. Which one dangerous? Sheriff Clark or Sheriff fucking
Don't
Witterschmacher?
vote.
Nigga, it's the same shit.
Don't vote.
It doesn't matter, bruh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're gonna vote, period. I'm just telling them if you're gonna go do that shit, go vote for your black people. So when your child,
what are you telling them when it's no black people? What are you telling them when it's no black people on the ballot?
So who y'all just say? The black person, the sheriff, the black whatever his name
No,
is.
we're gonna. No. We're gonna get back to that.
Look,
I want to know.
Hold on. You want to
I want to know. We're gonna Sheriff Clark. No, listen, Sheriff Clark. I promise, bro. Okay. I'm not gonna let you forget about that. We're coming
that's
right
what
back.
I'm trying to tell you. That's
but
what I'm
listen.
Hold on. Let me rock with Sheriff Clark real quick. Sheriff Clark. When I get fucking pulled over, whatever the fuck, and I gotta deal with Sheriff Clark, at least my child see when he walk in that building, he dealing with a black person rather than a white person. That's all it is, nigga. I just rather see myself, or I don't care how racist the motherfucker is. He ain't
black
more
person
racist.
Giving them time.
He ain't more racist than the Shootermaker that's gonna be in there if he ain't in there. So I don't give a fuck, bro. It's just I want to see my people in power. Period, bro. I don't give a fuck if
punishing you.
Bro, like I said, I just told you, bro. I'd rather be owned by a black slave master than a white one. I'm just trying to let you know, bro. That's how I want my son. I'm not worried about myself. I know I grew up in a fucked up society with black people looking down on, but I want my kids and they kids to be looking at black people in power instead of white people. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, I ain't being enslaved by nobody. I'm telling my kids, y'all see me in the afterlife. We're gonna roll with the ancestors on this one. I'm out of here. I ain't going for that. Nobody, no race. You're not finna enslave me at all. Period.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been saying that 200 years ago. You would have had your ass out there on that cotton.
Bro, I'd have been dead 200 years ago. They would have been dead. I would have drowned in the river trying to escape.
After you pick some cotton, though.
Yeah, you'll see me picking cotton.
You would.
Like my nigga said, he would have been born running. So when he came out his mama womb, he would have been like, "Get your white hands out from me, motherfucker!" No, nigga, you would have been taught to be a slave, and you would have been enslaved. Then you would have came a realization.
Let me explain something to you, brother. It's this thing. Listen, brother. It's this thing called a warrior spirit. It's in a lot of us black people. So you got to understand, I come from a tradition of runaway niggas and fighting back. You understand what I'm saying? This just ain't in me from birth. It's in me from generation past on, bro.
You from the north? Your
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My people come out of Arkansas.
Oh, so y'all
it's a whole story behind this, bro. Killing white folks, bro. Bro, it's a whole lot of stories of my family of killing white people.
Hey, good job, bro. Good job. Way to spread the narrative.
Yeah, man.
Hey, it's public record, bro. I can show y'all. It's public record. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth.
Nigga, they ain't finna put no public record out of black people killing white people. Nigga, all that shit, guys.
When you escape, they do. Hey, when you escape, they do.
That's not true.
When you want it, and when you want it on the run, they put your face out there.
No, no nigga escaped and stand in the south. Every nigga that escaped went to the north. So if a north nigga came and told me that shit, I believe it. But if your family from the south, you lying, nigga.
Bro, I'll show you the newspaper clippings.
Some did go. Some went south too, because Florida was a free territory for a long period of time. So some did go south. Not everybody ran up north. So that's another story.
But see, I'm talking about my granddad in the 1930s killing a white man in Arkansas. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, fam. It's time for me to wrap it up, man. Before we get out of here, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I started it tonight, man. I want to salute to the UK family, showing up, showing love. Of course, the brothers and sisters that's in America, salute to y'all, man. UK family, salute to y'all. They had a reparations march on this past Saturday that was super dope. I'm gonna take y'all out with a little footage of that, man. Salute to you, my brother Leo. Black, you know what I mean? Black Peace, Eugene, brother Mike. Salute to y'all, brothers, man. Brother Tony, God Jacob, everybody else who blessed the platform tonight, man. Make sure you subscribe to it. Make sure you share it. Fuck with me. So play a little bit of this footage, man, and then we gone. Let me play a little. Let me get this. Hey, hit that thumbs up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up, man. Why not? Why not hit it? Let's go. No justice!